In a small, forgotten town there stood an old, crumbling orphanage. The townsfolk whispered about it, claiming it was haunted by the spirit of a child who had never been adopted, a girl named Eliza. Her laughter once echoed through the halls, but after she mysteriously vanished one stormy night, the orphanage fell silent, shrouded in darkness. Years passed and the building grew more dilapidated, but the legend of Eliza lived on. They said if you ventured near the orphanage at midnight, you could hear her soft cries for help echoing through the air. Curious and brave, a group of teenagers decided to test the legend one fateful night. As they approached the decrepit structure, the wind howled like a mournful spirit. The moon cast eerie shadows through the broken windows, and the air felt thick with anticipation. They entered the orphanage, flashlight beams flickering against the peeling wallpaper, illuminating forgotten toys covered in dust. Suddenly one of the girls, Sarah, heard a faint voice calling her name. "Sarah, help me." It was sweet and childlike, but it sent chills down her spine. The others brushed it off as the wind, but Sarah felt drawn to the sound. She followed it, venturing deeper into the darkened hallway. As she walked, the air grew colder, and the whispers intensified, wrapping around her like a chilling embrace. "Please, I'm so lonely." The voice seemed to come from a room at the end of the corridor. Heart pounding, Sarah pushed the door open, revealing a small dusty bedroom. In the corner sat a girl with long tangled hair and hollow eyes, clutching a faded doll. "You found me," Eliza whispered, her voice a mere breath. "Will you play with me?" Terrified yet captivated, Sarah stepped closer. "Where have you been?" she asked, her voice trembling. Eliza smiled, a haunting smile that revealed nothing but sorrow. "I've been waiting for someone to take me home." Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind Sarah. Panic gripped her as she turned to find Eliza standing, now closer, her doll hanging limply by her side. "You can't leave me," she said, her voice a soft but firm command. "You're my friend now." The other teens, hearing Sarah's faint screams, rushed to the door, but it wouldn't budge. They pounded on it, calling for her, but their voices faded against the walls. Inside, Sarah felt an icy grip around her heart. Eliza reached out, her fingers cold as ice. "Stay with me forever," she whispered, and in that moment the room darkened, swallowing Sarah whole. The next morning the orphanage stood silent once again, the whispers of Eliza lingering in the air. The townsfolk noticed one less laugh in the world, but no one dared to speak of the forgotten child, or the girl who was now lost to the shadows forever. They say if you listen closely at midnight you can still hear the echo of Sarah's cries, forever trapped in the orphanage's embrace.